What's going on, guys? Ohm Swarm coming at you guys today with another video. And today we're going to be talking about some Detroit Lions news. I wanted to throw my hat in the ring on this one. And Detroit Lions went out and made a claim for wide receiver Josh Reynolds. Okay, 6'3", 195 pounds, 26 years old. Played at Texas A&M. His college stats: 3 years, 164 catches, 2,788 yards. 17 yards per reception and 30 touchdowns. So the kid had averaged 10 touchdowns per season at Texas A&M. Drafted in 2017 in the 4th round by who else? The LA Rams. Now this is where the familiarity comes in. Brad Holmes was a big part of bringing in Josh Reynolds. He was the director of college scouting from 2013 to 2020. Because we signed him in 2021, so he was a big part in a lot of their drafts and took over quite a bit of their drafts, according to Les Snead. What you're getting in Josh Reynolds here, what LA got right away was, you didn't get a fast guy, but you got a guy that was quick. He was a long strider, long and tall, being 6'3", 6'4", big guy, not very heavy, but 196, like I said, 195 pounds. Good hands, can snatch the ball out of the air, jump ball guy, likes to body up on guys, and not the strongest type of guy, but a decent wide receiver who had pretty decent production as a college athlete. Now, he spent 4 years in LA, buried in the depth chart, about number 3 guy, buried behind guys like Brandon Cooks. Cooper Kupp came in too, pretty much with him. I think Kupp came that same year, I believe. Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp, who else am I missing here? Robert Woods came onto the scene eventually. Van Jefferson, who was young though, I think he was a rookie last year or 2 years ago, but he was buried behind players. Had some production at LA, NFL stats, 5 years. This is his 5th year. He's going on about 4.5 years of production though, because we're not done his 5th year, obviously. 123 catches, 1,540 yards, 12.5 yards per reception, 9 touchdowns. Now, if you want to equate that to per season, 27 catches, 342 yards, 2 touchdowns per year. Now, this is a guy that, keep in mind, buried in the depth chart, 24 career starts to his name. That's it. But a decent wide receiver. He's not a bad wide receiver, but just had better talent in front of him. He just couldn't crack the lineup in a lot of games. So, spent 4 years in LA, had some success over there. They made some playoffs, went to a Super Bowl. He was a part of that too. And he decided he wanted to leave for free agency. So the Tennessee Titans went and signed him this year to a 1-year deal. Don't know the numbers. I never wrote down the numbers, but it was a 1-year deal to possibly be their number 2 guy in Tennessee. Corey Davis moved on. He left and went to New York. He was a New York Jet. So the Titans went out and signed Josh Reynolds. Lo and behold, what do the Titans do after that? They go and make a trade for 32-year-old Julio Jones. Okay, that buries Josh Reynolds again. That puts him at around a number 3 guy, okay? Puts him at the number 3. Now, he said all the right things. He said he did all the right things, acted a professional, didn't sulk, and just embraced it. And then he ended up getting this Achilles injury. For Tennessee, missed a couple games. I think he missed the first 3 weeks. Came on the scene against the Jets week 4. Had about 9 targets, 6 catches for like 58 yards or something like that. No touchdowns, but he was involved. And then all of a sudden he fell off the face of the earth again. I don't know if this Achilles injury was bugging him. It could have been possibly. Didn't really do much. Got deactivated a couple games. And then he asked for his release. Now he's asking for his release from a perennial Super Bowl team, a possible Super Bowl team, 7-2, one of the hottest teams in the NFL. Now, why is he doing that? It's probably because of targets. It's the only thing I can think of. Unless he's just not getting along with somebody, and he's just trying to get that money. Now I understand how some of these guys, they just want to get that bag. I get it. And I don't know Josh Reynolds. from Adam. I don't know who he is, what he's about. I haven't seen too many quotes about him, but he asked for his release from a 7-2 football team. He's got his own reasons for that. I'm not going to knock him for it. It confuses me personally a little bit, man, that these guys do that. You know, the Odell Beckham Jr. thing too, he did it too as well, but Cleveland's 4-4 or whatever they are. But Odell Beckham Jr. was telling people, if you pick me up, like a team like the Lions, the Texans, the Jaguars, you pick me up, I'm probably not going to go. Now, I don't know if those came out of his mouth personally, him saying it, but that was the report, that he wasn't going to go to any team that wasn't a playoff team, and he only had a few teams in mind that he was going to go to. Okay, that's OBJ. OBJ has the resume, you know, even though he's a headache, even though he's a problem, even though he's an injury-prone guy, he's still got that resume. Guys like Josh Reynolds don't have that type of clout. They don't have that say. They don't have that resume. Detroit Lions pick you up, bro, you're going. And if you're not, and then if you don't go, you probably won't see an NFL field again. So I don't really know how his feelings are. He obviously had to have some type, like he had to obviously think that it was a big possibility that the Detroit Lions were going to pick him up. Brad Holmes, you know, was a part of drafting you. Jared Goff, it all makes sense. And he was only $500,000 to claim. So it was almost like when this first came out, just like whenever anybody gets released, okay, Lions fans jump all over it, all right? Anyone. We got to go get this guy. We got to go get this guy. They don't look into the fact about money. They don't care about injuries. They don't care about just certain things that could bring negatives to claiming a person or picking up a person. They just want everybody. You know, it's not all Lions fans, but it's a lot of Lions fans. They just don't think big picture. I like to think big picture. It's just what I am. It's just what I am. It's just what I do. With OBJ, people were livid we didn't pick him up. Well, there's all kinds of reasons why we didn't pick him up. Money, $7.25 million. Headaches. Lions don't need that right now. 0-8. It all matches up. Now, Josh Reynolds hasn't done much in the NFL. Has potential. He suffered an Achilles injuries, like I said. I don't really know if he suffered any other injuries. I think he's been pretty clean when he was in LA. Pretty much was involved in every game. I don't think he even missed a game in LA, to tell you the truth. But he's only started 24 games. So now he's a guy that was going to go to anybody who claimed him because he doesn't have that resume. Now, he instantly becomes probably the number one option or wide receiver in Detroit. Okay? He becomes that number one guy. I'm guessing. Now, is it going to be this week against Pittsburgh Steelers? I don't know if he's even dressing. But Amon-Ra St. Brown is our leading wide receiver with like 27 catches. You know? Then Khalif Raymond's probably behind him. But TJ Hawkinson and DeAndre Swift lead the team in catches. I think one has 48, the other has 47. I don't know which one's which. I think Hawk might have 48. That's how pathetic this wide receiver room is. And Josh Reynolds is walking into here and is probably going to be eventually the number one option. Goff knows him. Goff's played with him for 4 years. It just is what it is. I'm not going to knock this claim. I wasn't on board with it when it first comes out, because like I said, every Lions fan wants everybody. And I was just thinking, man, this is a guy that just that asked for his release from a 7-2 football team. Like, how happy is he going to be? Then you think to yourself, well, he's cheap. He's kind of productive. He's not going to be a headache in the locker room, I wouldn't think. And he's probably just looking for targets. Now, could he be a piece? Maybe. He maybe could be a piece. But I want Lions fans to just really think about it. Like, this guy's not coming in to save the day. He's going to make that room maybe a little bit better, but how much better? You know, I don't even think we'd be even talking about this if Tyrell Williams or Quintez Cephas were healthy. I don't think this claim even gets made, to tell you the truth. You know, we brought in Tyrell Williams, cut. injury. Brashad Perryman didn't even make the team. Cut, gone. Quintez Cephas, collarbone injury, out. I don't know if he's done for the year or not. I don't even really know. Amon-Ra St. Brown, rookie, 4th round, leads your team with wide receiver room for catches. Khalif Raymond, been a number 4, number 5 on every single team he's ever played for, and a special teamer and a punt returner. He's our number 1, number 2 guy right now. Tom Kennedy, cut. Practice squad, cut. Practice squad. This guy just in and out, man. In and out of Detroit Lions building. Like, like a roller coaster for this kid, man. A merry-go-round. In and out, in and out. Javon McKinley, practice squad guy, undrafted free agent. Sage Surratt, practice squad, undrafted free agent. Kadero Hodge, active. He's probably our number 2, number 3, whatever he is. Special teamer in Cleveland. Catches a few balls a year. Trinity Benson, traded for him. Hasn't done nothing. Deactivated. Dresses 2 weeks ago. Doesn't even see the field. Then you got Geronimo Allison. Has he played, 1 or 2 games too? So it was a room that really needed a slight upgrade. And you're not going to get, they weren't trading for a all-pro guy. They weren't going to claim Odell Beckham Jr. But this is the kind of claim that they're going to make. And think about it. He was signed by Tennessee, okay? Signed by Tennessee to be possibly a number 2, I believe. Then they went after Julio Jones, which I don't understand why Tennessee did that. Julio Jones is a complete Band-Aid, and I don't really get why they did that. I don't think it bettered their team, to tell you the truth. He's just never healthy. But he instantly becomes a number 2. And then he was losing some snaps to guys like Chester Rogers in Tennessee and Nick Westbrook-Akeen, if I'm saying his name right. So that was happening too. So don't think this guy's coming over here and becoming Randy Moss. This is not one of those deals. But is it a good claim? It's a good claim because he's cheap and he could be productive, and they know the kid from in and out. They know him. They know what he's about. So, and he's good, and he's a slight upgrade. I'm guessing he's a slight upgrade. He has to be in this room. But yeah, they claimed him. Let's see what happens. I don't think it's going to equate to wins. I don't think it's going to equate to losses. It doesn't make the team any worse, but I don't think it makes the team much better. But it was a claim that probably had to be made. And Brad Holmes was already getting raked through the coals for some reason, which is ridiculous, for not picking up Odell Beckham Jr. But this claim, it's cheap. It doesn't hurt nobody. And it might make your quarterback a little bit more comfortable. I'm guessing. I don't really know. I don't really know what the plans are for Josh Reynolds. It's a wait and see for me. But I'm not telling everybody to go pick him up in fantasy. Well, since I said that, you probably should pick him up, because whatever I touch turns to complete horse doo-doo. So maybe, yeah, I don't know. Do the opposite of what I say in fantasy, by the way. But that's a whole other story. But wide receiver Josh Reynolds is a Detroit Lion. It was kind of a no-brainer pickup. You know, I'm on the fence with it. It's not a move the needle type, bad or good for me. It's just, it's kind of a move they had to do. And maybe it can bring a little bit of juice into the wide receiver room, man. But that's what they did, man. They picked up Josh Reynolds. I don't know if he's playing this week against Pittsburgh. It's going on to Wednesday. Probably a good chance he won't. So, but you never know. So, but that's it, guys. Thanks for the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, get all my videos, and like and comment. Let's talk about it. Josh Reynolds in the building. Go Lions. Boom.